It is very important to know your rights this day and age. And in continuation from our previous video about knowing your rights, we're now going to talk about what you can do or what you need to do when you are in ICE or police custody. Allison, can I stay silent if I am in police or ICE custody?
Absolutely, and you should. So anytime someone is arrested or taken into custody, ideally the officer will read you what's called your Miranda rights. You hear that in movies and TV all the time. You have the right to remain silent, you have the right to an attorney, all of that. So it is in your best interest. If you are an immigrant and you are undocumented or your visa is expired or you're not sure of your current status, stay silent about it. If you're in police custody with possible criminal charges, you don't want to give the police any reason to call ICE. Even in sanctuary cities, the police do work in cahoots with ICE, and they have a lot of back channels to communicate to one another. So the less you say, the absolute better. If you are in ICE custody, you do not want to say anything. They can use any and everything against you, even as simple as where were you born. The second that you say you were born in a country outside of the United States, they know that you most likely are not a U.S. citizen, and they will continue to use that against you to charge you with your deportation. So the less you say in these circumstances, the better.
Okay. You touched upon having the right to an attorney. When is the best time to call an attorney?
So immediately. If you're going to say anything, do not answer any questions. The only thing I want you to continually say is, I want to call my attorney. Those are the only words that you should be coming out of your mouth. You may not yet have an attorney, and that's okay. You can call a family member and have them get an attorney. Advise them that you've been arrested, tell them where you're at, and tell them you want an attorney. And that attorney should be able to do a jail visit, whether you're in police custody or ICE custody, to figure out what options that you may have.
Okay. So let's say I'm in touch with a family member, and of course nobody wants to stay in police or ICE custody. Is it advisable to be bonded out immediately or to be bonded out at all?
So if you are in police custody with pending criminal charges, you should not pay your criminal bond. If you are an immigrant, the first thing that you should do is get an immigration attorney to look at your case and see. There's a lot of issues with these sanctuary cities where people have what's called an ICE hold. So ICE will alert the local police that this person may be undocumented or may be out of status and ask the police to hold them. Even in a sanctuary city, they may not hold them, but that doesn't mean that ICE is not going to come and look for you and arrest you and take you into their own custody within a few days or weeks. So the first thing, even though it's not a pleasant thought to think about sitting in jail for a couple days, it's always my advice: get a criminal attorney, get an immigration attorney, figure out what your options are, and have a plan put in place for worst case scenario, you're taken into ICE custody. You are in a better situation because you have people on your team working to get you out, better than just ICE knocking on your door and taking you away.